I'm looking forward to today's show. I called it a spring show. However, the weather today isn't really letting it be that. So my name is Jen Nowak, and I work here at the NEPM office. It sure has been a while since we've had an in-person show, and I can't wait for the days that you can walk through, see the vendors, talk to them, touch things, and ask for samples. You may not be able to walk around today and touch something. However, you still can order samples if something piques your interest. Your NEPM salespeople are on this webinar also today, and they're seeing the same presentation that you are. So if something interests you, make sure to reach out to them and they'll help you. One other thing I wanted to let you know today, that there is the chat feature in this webinar, and we're going to ask you to just use it all the time. If you have any questions or anything like that, it is chat to presenters, and that way everyone can see what you've got to say. The vendors will stay on for a short time after the presentation or after they present. And if you have any questions for them that are very broad about maybe what color this product comes in or the size or something, they can answer that. If you have very specific questions about maybe how long it'll take or pricing, that's something that you need to reach out to your NEPM sales rep and they'll help you with that. I do want to thank you for attending today. Your name will be put in for a raffle, and we are down to our very last really cozy, warm Sherpa blanket that is nice and fuzzy on the other side, and we're going to raffle that off today. So perfect weather for getting a Sherpa blanket coming in the mail to you. We also will send you an appreciation gift for coming today. And if you're working from home, please let your sales rep know by Friday so that we can make sure to get that mail to the correct address. As Amy said, this is part 1 of our spring show. Part 2 will be on Wednesday, March 17th from 1 to 2 in the afternoon. The show in March will be a little bit different. We always want to try different things to see what works best, although it will still be very informative. The HPG group will be presenting the 5 core trends in 2021. And the HPG group is a collection of factories we have used for many years. Hub Pen, Beacon Promotions, Origatio, and Web, to name a few. This also will be a great meeting in March. Look for your inbox for the invitation to come to that. In the past shows, everybody has really enjoyed that "Can you name this item?" And we're going to do it again today. You're going to have 2 chances to win a prize. Maybe this nice t-shirt that I've got on. This t-shirt is going to be the feature of our video at the end of today, because we're going to talk about how to imprint your t-shirts. Thought that that would be interesting to everyone. Now, let's get this show on the road. Jerry Bridges is from IMAGEN Brands, and the 2 companies that he represents that you will be familiar with are Crown Products and Vitronic. IMAGEN Brands encompasses both of these companies, and it's also a premier group vendor for us. So we get great pricing from them. So let's welcome Jerry, and Jerry can get started.
Okay, good morning. Can you hear me, everyone? Just want to make sure I can be heard. Awesome. Thank you, Jen, for the introduction. Again, my name is Jerry Bridges with IMAGEN Brands. Thank you all for joining us today. I'm going to share my screen real quick and just share a couple of ideas and items with you. So hopefully everyone can see my screen there. You see IMAGEN Brands. I'm going to start today with, I'm going to touch on our top 5 categories: drinkware, umbrellas, bags, coolers, and then our plush line. I'm just going to have 1 or 2 items from each of those categories that are best sellers for us that are doing great at the moment. So I'm going to mention those in just a minute. I'm going to start with the obvious. Of course, these last several months, I believe it's been a year now, actually. It's been certainly different times. Prior to this pandemic, we really didn't carry masks, but I'm just making people aware we do carry a mask now. The red one you see there, and this one I'll show right here, is our CPCR 035. And it's our polyester, 3-ply polyester mask, fully sublimated, has the adjustable ear straps. I think that's important to see, the adjustable ear straps. So it's a super comfortable fit. And then I look for masks to be around for quite some time, as we all know. And then on the hand sanitizer, we have several hand sanitizer product items in our line. These particular two, we have over 250,000 in stock. So 4 or 5 months ago, it was a little more difficult to find hand sanitizer, but I did want to mention that real quick. So I'm going to move on to drinkware, one of our primary categories. 78% of consumers own drinkware. Drinkware is an item that gets used every day, which is why so many people and so many companies love to advertise their brand through drinkware. I want to mention something that is special for us. Our #1 selling CDKW 038 is our 20-ounce Viking Nova. To put this into perspective, this is our Yeti knockoff, if you will. Stainless steel, double wall, vacuum seal, copper lined. We have full 360-degree digital color capabilities. We have customization. You'll see what I'm showing here. If I can get it turned the right way, you'll see my name all the way vertically on the side of this particular tumbler. It's an amazing tumbler, a third of the cost of a Yeti. It does exactly the same thing, keeps it, keeps a hot liquid hot for 5-6 hours, keeps a cold liquid cold 10-12 hours. Awesome, awesome drinkware piece. We carry it in several different colors. It's the #1 selling drink piece in our line. I'm going to go back and show you, you see the black. This is a BPA-free double wall plastic tumbler. And I love this one for the artwork. Again, full color digital, full wrap. This is done extremely well. If you're on the line and with the medical profession, we've done a ton of these. This artwork we created for the nurses of all of our hospitals, which we know how important all of our first responders have been as of late and as of always. But this item has done fantastic as well. Also available in several different colors. So I'm going to move to one of our other lines is our umbrella line. So we partner with Shed Rain. Shed Rain's been around for over 75 years. They're a big retail brand. You'll see them in places like Nordstrom's, Macy's, Kroger, places such as that. The black and green apple umbrella you see there on the screen is our 3201 inverted, unbelievable umbrella. So I have a sample of it here. It has a C handle, so it's easy to carry inside your hand as well. This umbrella, when you close it, the feature of this umbrella, when you close it, it actually pushes the water away from you instead of pulling the water towards you like a traditional umbrella would do. This version of an umbrella, the inverted umbrella, has probably been one of the most popular umbrellas in the last year and a half. With that said, my most favorite umbrella is the purple one you see there. Also comes in 8 or 10 different colors. This is our 2299 auto open, auto close compact umbrella, also inverted. So again, when you close it, this umbrella pushes the water away from you. When it's closed, you will see here, I'm holding it. It's only 12 inches long. So this has been so popular for nurses' week gifts, again, on the healthcare side, primarily because this thing being only only 12 inches when closed, fits in most ladies' handbags, most ladies' purses. It also fits in the side door pocket of your car. Again, available in multiple colors. And when you look at this umbrella, it being so small when it's closed, you may think, well, that's going to be a really small umbrella. Well, the stick version that I just showed you, it has a 48-inch arc. This umbrella has a 47-inch arc. So it's almost identical to the size of the stick umbrella. It's just super compact. And again, has been a fantastic umbrella for us. I'm going to go to one of my favorite categories now that we supply, And I don't, and many of you may or may not have thought of plush before. Plush is to me the good feel promotional item these days. Makes your employees feel good. Basically makes anybody you give a plush animal to feel extremely good. So the important thing to know about our plush, all of our plush is CPSIA compliant. What that means, that's the highest safety rating that our government puts out on plush animals. We are 100% approved for Disney World, the world's largest seller of plush animals. So that's super important. So I want to give you a couple of case studies, recent case studies, where we are doing great with our plush animals. If you're here from the educational industry, schools, universities, whatever, our little CT 800 Wild Bunch key tags, we call them. These have been so popular, and depending on quantity, they're under $6, depending on quantity. But they've been so popular within our schools. Middle-aged kids love clipping these to their backpacks. We have over 21 different animals. They're decorated with on the t-shirt itself. If I can get up close here, you can see that. Multiple different colors of t-shirts. This is our little cow, but again, we have over 21 different animals that you can use. We also have seen when the middle schoolers graduate up to high school, the high schoolers are taking them and making their keychain. So it's been a super good gift as well. And then my favorite, most recent case study for our plush is the Hey Buddy Bear you see there in your picture. This is the gray version. You're looking at the light tan version on the screen, but looking here, you'll see the gray version of Hey Buddy Bear. This guy has a super special message, as well as, I have to read it to you. It comes with a tag. It says, "Hey buddy, this is the message to whomever may receive this particular plush." It says, "Hey buddy, just wanted to let you know I'm here for you and will be your buddy forever. I will listen to you, share special times with you, and travel through life with you. Today we'll create memories that will last a lifetime," because that's what buddies do. So I don't know how many of you that are on this call that have children, that kind of thing, but people don't get rid of plush. They hang on to them for a long time. So my favorite case study with this particular one, we have a distributor in the Ohio area that works with a high-end car dealership. Every time a car comes in for service, if they see a car seat in the back of that car, they take the car, service it, and when they bring it back to their customer, this bear is strapped in to the car seat. It's been amazing, the success of this particular program. The car dealership has shared with our distributor that it's been their #1 promotional item probably for in the last 10 years, primarily due to the positive feedback they've gotten from their customers who have received one of these. And when you think about it, do something for one of my kids is better than doing it for me. So it's been extremely successful. And then getting close to the end of my particular presentation, I want to tell you a few things about what's really trending. And trending is being outdoors right now. And the reason, as we all know, that's the safest place to be. It's the easiest place to social distance, is being outdoors. So we are seeing a ton of our outdoor products do quite well. In the top left-hand corner there, you'll see our new Sherpa back blanket. This is an awesome blanket. I have 2 of them here that my family uses here at my home. We embroider. You can see this embroidery. I think I'm getting it close enough. It's a big blanket. It's 60 by 50. It's super soft. It's available in this cool gray as well as a dark charcoal gray. Our other item that's doing fantastic is our 28 can backpack cooler. That's the blue cooler you see there sort of in the middle of the screen. This is it. So we have side mesh pockets. We have a front pocket. We have a bottle opener that stays with the cooler. Again, a side pocket over here. Then the back of it, the straps are padded. The back is padded as well. It's doing super good. And again, is PIVA lined. So depending on quantity, it's under $22 as well. So a great employee gift. As we know, all of us are spending more time outdoors. And then you'll see the Coleman chair. I have it here, but I'm not going to pick it up. It's too big to get in front of the camera. You'll see the Coleman chair here. This is by Coleman. This is one of our partner brands, just like Shed Rain. Coleman's been around for more than 100 years. This chair has done fantastic. Again, people spending so much more time outside. If you happen to be on the call and you're in the construction industry, I'll give you a great case study real quick. We had a big construction company here in the Atlanta area that canceled their traditional holiday party for their employees. So they had a little bit bigger budget for their employee gifts. We presented this particular chair, did a virtual for them, sent it to them. They loved it and decided they wanted to see the chair itself. So we sent a sample. When we did, instead of doing one for just the employees, they did it for their employees and the employee's significant other. It was a great, great order. And it's my understanding the employees absolutely loved it. So again, I appreciate everybody's time. I think my time is about up. So thank you all very much for joining. If you have questions, please reach out to your NEPM rep and they'll be happy to help you. So thanks so much. I'll stop sharing.
Thank you, Jerry. IMAGEN Brands is a great company and we've been using them for a really long time. If you guys have any questions, please use the chat room and Jerry will try to answer your questions directly. Good morning. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Vicki Fleetwood and I'm an independent sales rep with NEPM. I've been with them since 2010 and I've been in the industry for about 13 years. I'm located in Middleborough, Mass, which is close to Cape Cod. And I'd like to say hello to everybody, my customers this morning. Jody, Rosemarie, I saw you were here today. So good to see you, Ryan, Lauren, and Kristen. So thank you so much. And I want to show you an item for the Name It game. And let's see if anybody can tell what this little piece is. It's very handy. It has a double purpose. Can you guys see that? And it will stick with you when you're en route. I'm going to give you a hint.
Yes, Susan Manser, you've got this right. It is a piece to hold your phone in the car for you.
And
so thank you, Susan.
It comes with another section. It has two pieces to it and it's connected by magnet. So this piece here would go in your vent. And you can put your identification in here, your driver's license or your employee ID, and this will stick. And it also has a double branding opportunity on the pocket and on the magnet for the car. So congratulations, Susan. Next up is Lori Donnovan. She's with the Alpha Broder family, and she's going to show us some great apparel today. So there you go, Lori, take it over.
Oh, thank you, Vicki. Thanks everyone for having me. So I'm Lori Donnovan. I am located in Framingham, Mass. But Vicki, you are close to Middleborough. You're close to one of our distribution centers in Middleborough, where a lot of apparel comes out of. So behind me, you see my my banner with Prime. So I also represent Prime line, but for today's purpose, we're going to mostly focus on the Alpha Broder, which is our wearables collection. Since wearables are really hard to see on Zoom, I am going to be doing a PowerPoint, a lot easier to see images. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Give me a sec. Pardon me while I just get this set up. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. So I want to share with you today what's happening this spring. I can't believe we're already in 2021. And man, what a crazy year we had in 2020. So for today, I want to share with you what's fresh and new, what's relevant given today's environment. I'm really excited to share some new styles in our high-end retail brands. We're introducing our new brand edition, Nautica, and I'll spend some time talking about our decoration capabilities as well. So this slide is really interesting. So I want you to take a look. It's really, really busy, right? Well, what we've done is we've categorized all of the brands that we carry into 5 pillars. And by doing this, it makes it really easy to narrow down styles and curate collections for a specific audience. So we think of things as best, better, and good across these 5 pillars of corporate cool, corporate classic, performance classic, basic uniform and workwear, and fashion basics. So with more brands than anyone in the industry, this is a really simple guide to where we position across the pillars and how we identify them as best, better, and good. Starting out, we're going to talk about our corporate cool sector. And to the right, you can see what we're, interpreting the thriving markets that fall into this corporate cool category. So we're going to start with one of our retail brands, Marmot. They're introducing this new performance woven in a short sleeve is a great polo alternative. A lot of people working from home now just really have to dress up from the waist up on a Zoom call. So really a nice way to get that performance fabric that we all love, but in a woven silhouette. It's going to be comfortable and still give you that sharp look on your Zoom meetings. Anoraks right now are the hottest layer this season. We're going to see different anorak options in different brands. The fleece hoodie here is a perfect mid-weight layer for inside or outside. Here we're showing some new items from our brand Spider. Spider continues to do really, really well. Actually, I'm wearing Spider today. It's the constant sweater fleece, one of our #1 sellers. I would put Spider up against Patagonia any day of the week. Here you're seeing the new collection in the Pursuit collection. Really, really on trend with hybrid fabrics in men's and ladies silhouettes, both in a full zip and a vest option. Look, we're still continuing on this anorak trend. We have the men's and ladies in the full zip option. And then we have the unisex piece, which has a really great retail branding on that center pouch. These are wind and water resistant and really perfect 3-season layers. Here we have a Spider option of that polo alternative. We're also introducing a new bag collection. Really a perfect way to give a retail brand gift without having to collect sizes. It also makes for really great kitting opportunities, putting a bag and a wearable together. Athleisure has never been a category. So what do you get when you cross Lululemon feel with budget-friendly prices? You get the Impact Yoga collection by Threadfast. The hand on these pieces is just out of this world. It's really perfect to work from home or go from your Zoom meeting right to your virtual workout. The tee and joggers are unisex, and the leggings right in the middle are a lady's silhouette. Our newest brand is Nautica. We place this in our best category in the corporate classic pillar. And you can see to the right the industry verticals where we see these fitting. And personally, I feel that this fits into New England really, really well. It's classic and timeless. So here are featured a men's and ladies polo and a long sleeve woven. And we know that this brand really, really popular at retail at places like Macy's and Nordstrom's. Here we're focusing on some great layering pieces, your men's and ladies half zip and then men's and ladies color block full zip. Really sharp, smart look. Continuing on that anorak trend, this color block pullover, it's really that quintessential Nautica. By adding a headwear collection, it really adds to this sail and coastal feel of the brand. It's really also nice to pair with a polo or a jacket for gifting opportunities. Now we're getting into the performance classic. Well, this performance like Under Armour. For this year, we're introducing limited collection of styles that are directly from Under Armour's retail collection. So it's limited edition, really great for that executive gift, great for gifting or recognition opportunities. We've got a nice polo selection, some half zips, and we even have some men's and ladies outerwear pieces. And again, these are going to be limited edition. Adding to the Under Armour collection, we've got the men's and ladies Hustle Fleece and Rival warm-up jackets. And we've really seen this trend since COVID. The dynamics have changed and opportunities for knit jackets are perfect for the field or at home. Here we have another polo alternative by Under Armour. We're also introducing a new backpack. This is really of interest to me because I love the fact that they toned down the Under Armour branding. So really they gave you this great opportunity for your brand to be the loud and proud on this bag. Our Columbia collection has primarily been outerwear and fishing shirts. So now we're adding this short sleeve polo and woven to the collection. The addition of Columbia accessories makes it a great brand for kidding. Looking at the drinkware options, those are available through our Prime line division, as well as backpacks and the bucket cap. It's really everything you need for a day out on the boat, ready for that big catch. Here we have our new Team 365 Storm Flap jacket, and it's really what you need for any sport. I think soccer moms, coaches, sitting on bleachers, this is what you need to stay dry and comfortable cheering on your favorite players. Everyone always asks what's trending. So here you go. This is a great snapshot to see, again, what we're seeing on trend and how it fits into these different pillars. Anoraks have been making a comeback for the last few seasons. We have them in every brand for every budget. Eco-sustainable continues to be an important factor in decision-making. And then we've really seen a rise in the shirt jacket, and it fits both in workwear and corporate cool. So as mentioned, we're going to talk about decoration. So when it comes to wearables, lots of different options with decoration. So your partners at Nepm, they can buy blank goods from one company and then have different companies decorate them, or they can use a single source. So here, this gives you a nice idea to see what we can provide as a one-stop shop. We do embroidery and heat seal in the middle of the country. That's right in Kansas City, 2 to 3 days coast to coast. So depending on where your event or end destination is going to be, great way to do that single source. And then we also do screen printing. We screen print on the East and West Coast, both in California and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and just about every brand in the industry. So again, great way to have that single source, less opportunity for shipping delays or mispicks or errors. Just a really great way to have everything simplified from one location. And that gives you a nice overview of what we have to offer for spring from Alpha Broder and Primeline.
All right, Lori, thank you so much. You had some great ideas. I love the little jacket to sit and watch a game with, because that's always an issue sitting on those bleachers. So thank you for presenting today, and I hope that our customers got a lot of great ideas. Anybody have any specific questions for Lori? Just throw it in the chat room and she'll stay on for a few minutes. I just wanted to say we are quickly approaching that 1-year mark of virtual meetings that have now been the norm for us. And we at Nepm are really looking forward to the day that we can meet again. Of course, we want it safely, but we've been offering these virtual shows, which I think are a great option for in today's society. So I did want to put out there to you, though, that maybe the vendors that we have chosen are not perfect for what your needs are coming up this spring. These are shows that we could do directly with you and your company. So if you know that you have a big project coming up and you want to see different choices and you're not able to get them all brought in or all the samples, we could customize one of these virtual presentations just for you. All you need to do is reach out to your sales rep and talk to them what you would like to see, and they can, you know, work with one of our vendors and set up something that maybe you can bring a few other of the purchasers from your company together and watch it. So keep that in the back of your mind for an idea. If you're having a hard time picking items for whatever you're going to be purchasing, I would love to say for trade shows, but maybe not for that. Schools are really busy though, and hospitals and stuff like that. So we can customize some of these shows for you. And we hope that you would take advantage of that. Now, everybody get ready in your chat room. I have the second today of the Can You Name It? So look at this cute little guy. Here he is, but let me show you the side view. And yes, it's a screen cleaner. And oh my goodness, we have two people here. Yes, Emily, it is a screen cleaner. And Ed, it is a camera cover. So if I put it back on the top of the iPad here, you can just slide this across your camera to keep yourself in private when you need to be. So thank you, both of you, for those great answers. And we're going to keep the show going today. So the next one who will be presenting will be Teresa Johnson. And Teresa Johnson has been with Showdown Displays for I don't know how many years, but for quite a long time. She knows her stuff, let me tell you. And if anybody is looking for any type of display items, this is who you want to listen to. So Teresa, take it away.
Thank you very much. It's actually been 5 years. It was 5 years on February 15th. I just had my 5-year anniversary.
Wow, you have
I
learned a
know.
lot in that 5 years.
I know. Time goes by fast. It's been awesome. So first I want to say that screen cleaner and the camera cover is an awesome idea. I've been joking about this whole thing with you know, all these Zoom meetings that everybody's been doing, that I think it's a form of human torture to have to look at yourself all day. Like usually I get up and get ready and get dressed and leave the house and you all have to look at me. But here I have to look at myself. Torture. So the screen would be great. Listen, I appreciate you taking the time today and giving me the chance to talk to some folks. And I'm going to share something with you actually that is a new tool that Showdown just came up with in our arsenal of products to help with virtual meetings and also to show our product category. But first, before we get into that, which of course is our virtual showroom, I want to talk to you a little bit about signage and how critical it has become in the age of COVID. So, you know, with all of the posting requirements that are necessary for every business that is open right now, every place that everybody interacts with, you know, you see the signs that say, you know, maybe it's senior hours at the grocery store, or it's if you're coming into our building, you need to wear a face cover and stay 6 feet apart. There's signage just really became, in fact, it was the number 6 category of products in 2020 that defined the year, according to our industry folks. And they also said, which I think nobody is surprised by, that our face covers was the number 1 product. I think that's probably not surprising to anybody. And sanitizer obviously came in right up there at the top of the list as well. But signage is really, really critical. And obviously for Showdown, just like Jen mentioned, we would love to be doing this in person. We're in the show business. We're in show business. So our event business certainly was hit at the same time that critical signage piece kind of increased. And also, the piece that really kind of kicked in for everybody as well was all of the outdoor spaces. So, you know, when you go to a restaurant or you go to pick up any food and you see tents and outdoor signage, that was another category that really picked up. So while we would love to say that we had a great year, no, I don't think anybody can say that, but it really wasn't as bad as we expected. when events were canceled, we had all these other usages for our products themselves. So signage is really critical. And one of the products that we actually introduced this category is our sanitizer dispensers. I've got one kind of here over my shoulder. We have tabletop models, we have floor models. I have one back there that has signage at the top. It's got a snap frame at the top, and then it has a space at the bottom for you to either, I have Clorox wipes in there, but it also would hold a sanitizer bottle. So I have two choices. We have 8 total in our product line of sanitizer dispensers. 2 of them don't come with the sanitizer or the dispenser. It's just a holder, basically. And then I have 6 choices that actually have the sanitizer dispenser, an automatic dispenser option. So the one I have here, this actually will hold 33 ounces of gel sanitizer. So it's a good size. You don't have to refill it that often. It is battery operated. And then I have several floor models as well. And then for those of you working with your NEPM folks, if you have purchased our EuroFit product, I have one of them kind of way back there. The EuroFit product is an aluminum frame with a fabric cover. We have a sanitizer dispenser that clamps right onto the side, right or left oriented side of any existing EuroFit, and it turns your existing display into a sanitizer dispenser. So when we do get back to events, hopefully soon, you could use it that way. Or why not drag it out of the closet if it's sitting there waiting for the next event and stick on a sanitizer dispenser, and now you're kind of using a different purpose. We've also introduced a lot of products that are in the safety. I kind of joke and say everybody talks about PPE, personal protective equipment. In Showdown's case, it's PPD, personal protective display. So I've got our sanitizer dispensers. It's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see the glare in the window. And if you look real close, you see my dog behaving here in the corner. But these are clear walls that we've put together. So one of them is actually in a retractor. So we actually have from a tabletop size all the way up to 4 foot wide. You're all familiar with retractors. You actually put open up the retractor. Normally it would have a graphic in it. We would substitute in the clear wall. And then we also have our frameworks. Now, for those of you that I've seen at a trade show with NEPM, you know that I have the one with the fun face cutout. In fact, for their anniversary, we did the one with the 2 champagne bottles and people became the champagne bubbles, which was adorable. So that's the same frame. We just repurposed it with the clear wall. So it gives you that same functionality. And then we also have protective counter barriers as well. So we have a lot of products in a category to help with the COVID messaging and also the COVID protection. A couple of products I want to point out, and then I'm going to jump into the showroom, is kind of products that are targeting or helping with industries that are doing really well now. And I hope that you're one of those. So I kind of joke about this and say during lockdown, the industries that you know are doing well are the ones that you are continuing to interact with, regardless of what level of lockdown you're in and whatever state you're in or whatever city you're in. And those are big box stores, retail, liquor stores, no judgment. We all have to get our liquor, right? Liquor stores, bars, restaurants, retail. All those categories of products or all those categories of industries are really still doing very well. And then we introduced a couple of years ago several new items that light up. And initially the light up display product was based on you have an event coming up, you're setting up your display. There are continual people all around you with competing messages. How do you stand out in the crowd? And how you stand out is by plugging your product in and having it light up or kind of blare your message. So we still have some products that are going to, once we get back to events, that's going to help. But I'm going to move my head so you can see. One is called the Spotlight Retractor. Spotlight Retractor is a double-sided retractor with a single pole up the middle, and you plug it in and it instantly lights up. So you have a light up retractor. I also have the one here, which is called the Happy Hour. That's the Happy Hour message I have on it, but it's called the Light Writer. I have mine on an easel, but it comes with the hardware to hang on a wall. And as you're writing, comes with the marker, writes in white lettering. It has an RGB pattern in LED, and RGB is red, green, blue. As the colors are changing around, you'll notice the lettering Happy Hour will light up a different color. So light up products is another trend that we see for the event industry and also for the industries that are doing really well. I do have to say there's lots of good news about the event industry. We are seeing products and we're seeing shows that are actually getting booked now, which is kind of shocking and surprising to see, but it was predicted. And the shows that are starting to happen now are ones that we would call fan-based or passion-based shows. So mention 2 of my dog. I love dogs. If there was a dog show here in Rhode Island, I might consider going. I would assess the situation and say, do I feel personally safe going to this? It's not Showdown Displays telling me I need to go to a trade show. It's me making a personal decision if I want to go or not. So things like Comic-Con, makeup, craft shows, animal products, it's where you're taking and making the decision yourself. And these are the first shows that have to happen. So once the corporate world sees that, we're going to start to get back to events, and they are happening. They're booked all over the country, West Coast, East Coast, and Central, starting as early as April. One other big piece of news I want to share, the governor of Nevada He actually just on February 16th, so this is hot off the presses news 2 days ago, on March 15th, he is going to increase the capacity for trade shows in Las Vegas to 50% of where it was last March. That's pretty amazing. That's really big news because they are sort of the center of the industry and event trade shows for our country. So as they go, the rest of the country will go. And again, same thing with outdoor products and outdoor solutions. Our industry has done several tailgate style shows, which that could be modeled in your industry. You can maybe set up an outdoor tent, an engagement space, maybe get similar companies that would also participate and set up a tailgate style event where you can interact with your customers. We have lots of product for outdoor. So as I mentioned, tents and sale signs, and we even have retractors that are rated for outdoor that come with ground stay kits. A couple of products I want to mention, and then again, I'm going to jump into the showroom. Custom cut corrugated, and if Jeff Smith is watching, you were the inspiration. He had asked me last summer for an apple cutout, apple-shaped cutout of a Coro sign. And I said, you know what, I can print the apple, but I can't cut out the apple. We can now cut out the apple. So for a one-piece minimum, you can do a custom shape Coro. Coro is yard sign material. I'm going to hold it up to the lighting here so you can see right through. It's a plastic material, fluted. You have the option of adding the ground stake. So this would actually go into the front lawn or the front of your building. And a lot of people did these last year for, you know, hey, my kid graduated from high school or college, or I belong to a charity, or I donated to this organization, or I support this team. The lawn became kind of your messaging since you weren't able to interact. So now we can do custom cut, which also, by the way, includes custom seat standees. So we just did an order for a company up in Maine, and they did 70 pieces for a basketball event, and it was a charitable donation. Each piece had an individual photograph on it, and they were just leaning up against the bleachers. If you want to do this for outside, we would suggest cutting holes in the bottom, and you can add this or attach it to the seat itself in the wind by a zip tie or a bungee cord. So kind of fun. And then I also have, using that same corrugated material, this is our corrugated A-frame sign. So normally with A-frame signs, you would actually have a hard plastic frame. One of the tricky parts about last year was that stock and inventory and hardware was difficult to manage with inbound and outbound freight issues. So this is just a piece of corrugated material. Now, if you're putting it outside, you'd want to put a brick or a sandbag or something with it to make sure that it doesn't fly away in the wind. But we also have ballast bags, and we have tent weights that could fit that same purpose as well. So just giving you another inexpensive solution to put outdoor signage and not have to worry about hardware. Okay, quickly, I'm going to bring over and share my screen. Hang on a quick second. Okay, you see my dog here again. Hang on a sec. Okay, so this is a brand new tool that the Nepm sales folks can use with you. They can also share this link with you. This is actually our 7,000 square foot showroom at Showdown Displays. So we have a tremendous amount of products in here. Not everything is on display. It's about 90% of our product line. But what you're able to do is actually walk through the showroom. It's all at 360-degree images, and each item has a little purple tag on it, which will give you the product information. It'll give you links back to our website. And if there is a video, which most of our products do have, the video will play. If you don't want to watch the video, you just kind of hover, take your mouse off the hovering, and you won't see it. Couple of things to point out too, if you have a touch screen, you can actually just touch the screen and walk through the showroom with your finger. It's much smoother. I'm kind of using this click and drag method with my mouse. And if you are fortunate enough to have virtual reality glasses, we have a VR mode. You can put those virtual reality glasses on, and you can scroll through here like you're actually walking through the showroom itself. So we have several of our laid out products over here. These are called SEG, which is silicon edge graphics. We have freestanding, wall mounted, or suspended versions of these. And these are some of our other laid out products. So really a fun tool to kind of walk through our products. And even if you've been in the business of looking for retractors, which is one of our, it's our second best selling category of products, table throws being first. If you're looking for retractors and you say, you know what, gosh, these people have 34, which we do, 34 suppliers, 34 retractors in our line. Why would I buy one versus another? And you know that song, it's all about the base. It's all about the base with the retractor. We have several fabric options, and this really does illustrate it, because this piece, as you can see, is a much smaller base. It needs feet to support it because it's too thin to stand on its own, versus these that have much more low profile, wider bases that don't require the feet. The more metal, the more functionality, the more retractions, and then also the higher warranty. So it's a way to compare and contrast products. I know I got my warning here, so Kath, I'll wrap it up. I meant to spend more time in here, but I like to talk. So, okay, this is our PPD section. So I was kind of joking about PPE. So this is our personal protective display section, showing several of our sanitizers stands, as well as the clear walls that I was mentioning, and some of the counter barriers that we have as well. And then this section here is sort of interesting. So again, you're actually in our non-production facility at Showdown Displays. So you're seeing actually our showroom here. We even have this ceiling actually goes to the second floor. That's a 17-foot tall outdoor sale sign. So you can see even those products in play. If you are using this link and you are trying to find a specific product, we have this view it's called View Floor Plan. And it's going to show you all the products. So we kind of came in the front door here and kind of worked our way around and ended up right here, which is where all those sale signs were. But let's just say you're on this by yourself or you're with your NEPM rep and I want to go back to that health and safety category. You just click on the map and you're right back where we were. So it very easily takes you back to the product and it really brings our catalog and our products to life. So we have a full line catalog that I'm sure NEPM folks are happy to send to you. We have a website. All of the NEPM reps have their own website as well that they're happy to share with you. And now we also have this virtual showroom that, again, you can see the products by size. You can compare them to other products. And without being there, it's as close as you can get virtually to being at Showdown in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. So I appreciate everybody's time. I know that was kind of really quick and also always happy. NEPM folks are my favorites. So if you want to get on a call with an NEPM rep and talk about a specific project, I'm happy to do that. So thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot, Teresa. That was great. And thanks to our other two vendors today. Everything went really smooth, and we appreciate the participants joining us today. We had over 50 at one point. That's kind of a record for us. So just thanks for taking the time and joining us today. Everybody is familiar with all the tutorial videos available on YouTube nowadays, so this is certainly nothing new. But we decided to put together a little video showing the screen printing process. We sell a lot of screen printed goods, t-shirts, sweatshirts, etc. And it can be kind of a mystery to some people that haven't seen the process. So in one of our screen printing shops, we went in and kind of made a tutorial video using our own logo. I'm going to play this now. So at the end of the webinar, there'll be a survey when the video is over. If you have the time, please take the survey and give us any suggestions. And thanks for watching. And our next show will be on Wednesday, March 17th, which we know as O Green Day, I believe now. So here we go. I'm going to share to the best of my ability. Thanks for checking out this segment of our NEPM video series. Today I'm going to be talking about the screen printing process and all the intricacies involved. Enjoy. After determining what our customer is looking for as far as artwork, we get it in the proper format. After that, we'll typically determine the size and location of the art and the number of colors for the design. For example, a full back, a left chest, etc. As you can see here, we have to separate each color and burn a screen for each of these different colors. For example, if we had a one color logo, we would burn one screen, two colors, two screens, etc. Shown here, we separate the colors and then print the logo onto a special vellum paper on a laser printer. At this point, you've heard me mention screens a few times. This is one of the screens used for screen printing. As you can see, it's much like the one on your screen door at home. You can see through it and the ink goes through the screen. The screens are coated in this case, an orange light-sensitive polymer. We attach the previously created vellum prints. Again, there's one screen per color, so one screen for each part of the design. The screens are then placed in an exposure unit under a black cloth and placed under a vacuum. When everything is closed and sealed up, there's a high intensity light that is focused on the screen. The light cures or exposes the coating of the screen everywhere except where our design was printed on the vellum. In this case, the NEPM outline of virtual and show. Next, we wash away the area of the coating that was not exposed to the light. As you can see here, our logo will begin to appear. This area is where the ink will be pressed through the screen and onto the shirt. Again, there is one screen per color, so the reflex blue will be on the NEPM virtual show screen, and then the lime green color will be on the screen with just the word virtual, as you can see here. At this point, the screens are inspected and prepared for installation on the press. Setting up and adjusting the screens on the press can take considerable time, and this is why you'll notice a significant drop in price when you order higher quantities of shirts. Once all the adjustments have been made and a test run has been performed, the first color we will lay down is the lime green, and this will be on the screen with the word virtual in it. In the screen printing process, between colors, we need to quickly cure the ink so that it doesn't stick to the next color screen. In this case, we are curing the green ink before it hits the blue screen. This is done with a heating element, and the process is called a flash. You can see the orange glow underneath the red heating head being applied to the shirts with only the green ink on them here. Next, you'll see the blue ink applied through the NEPM virtual show screen. As you can see here, blue ink is flooded on the screen and then forced through with a squeegee. The shirts are then removed from the press and run through a dryer to cure the ink and finish the shirt printing process. As the shirts come out the other end of the dryer, they are then completed, ready to be folded and shipped to you, our customer. Thanks a lot for checking out our video today. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please contact your sales rep and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.